James from Finney Electrical, and on today's video we're fitting some outside lights. So quick shout outs for this week then. So we've got a shout out for Robert Folks. So cheers for coming on the videos, really appreciate the support. So let's get into this video. So into the job now. So we've got, the customer's bought these lights here and he wants these fitting just above these doors. So we've got one to fit here, one to fit over there, and then one to fit in the middle of this one. So yeah, they seem quite decent. So let's have a look. Brand called Nordlux. So that's one opened up. So as you can see, you just get a fixing or a screw, it hooks on, and then you just get a bottom screw in the bottom to fix it in place. So what we're going to have to do is he's already got a switch and some cabling out for something up here. So what we'll have to do is pull that through to inside. All inside's getting all replastered, redecorated. So pull it through to inside, extend those cables through the ceiling, and then pop out at these 3 points. Right, so I've already started doing like a little TikTok video. So yeah, I've already marked out one of the lights. So as you can see, the entry hole's just slightly off centre. So we've marked up the centre, offered him up, and then just circled around the actual entry hole. So this is where we're going to be drilling through, up on an angle, through to the other side. So make sure we drill up on an angle, because if you drill straight or downwards, you can get rain come into the house. So what we'll do next is just get the others marked out. So like I said, there's one this side in the middle of this pane, and one side in the middle of this pane. So that's the next one marked out. So onto the M1. So those are marked out now. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm going to do is use the long drill bit. So we're going to send this through, up on an angle, through those 3 points. So it should pop out, middle of here, end of there, and the end of here. So this is getting like boarded off. So there'll be like a piece of plasterboard in here. So the cable will land within the top 6 inch of the room. And then we'll have to do a little connection above these. And then here's your 2-gang switch. It's at the moment. One does this room in here, and the other one lines up some cables just on top of the roof. So what we're going to have to do is get access to those. So they come out roughly about here. So it's all getting redone, this, you see, all plastered and reboarded and that. So I have to make a hole here, get access to those cables, and extend them over to these 3 points here. So I'll just show you that then. So those cables come through here, so we can get access through the ceiling there to get access to these cables. So there'll be a line and earth in that one and a neutral in that one, and all that will just get ditched off. Right then, so we'll just get these drilled out now. All 3 holes drilled. That goes straight through to the other side on the wooden beam. So next we're just going to get access to those cables above through the ceiling below using this badass drill. Right, so we need to drill roughly around about here. So we'll send him through now. Perfectly done. So if you look up here, you see those cables coming through there. So all I need to do is just chop into this and then extend these to the lights. Yes, rest in peace, your truck. So what we're going to do is get this chopped. So we'll just chop that neutral there. I'm just going to strip him. So I'll do 3 fingers. There we go. So that'll do that. So we've got his cable stripped. That's ready to connect onto his new cable. Let's strip a little bit more. It's about 10mm. You're going to be stripping on those for the lever connectors. Snap him in. And then we've got the line cable now. That's that chopped. So obviously we've just turned the power off, done safe isolation, and that was chopping cables randomly. There we go, that's your line and earth like we said. So we've just got to sleeve up this earth, get a connector block on it, and then we can extend some ton of earth from here, and we'll try and get him through. Have a look. We'll try and get him through to this side. So I might be able to pop through onto this wooden beam within the top 6 inch and pick up these lights along here then. So we've got a perfect shot there. So the cable will bob through there and then just pop out up there, and then we can clip along and then get over to these 3 lights and make some connections. we're just going to use this rod to get the cable through the wall. Just going to tie on this end and pull the cable back. So that's him tied on, so that should just pull back nicely. So let's go in here, give him a pull. There we go, and that's his cable through. Alright, so just strip 3 fingers, ready to connect onto them later. And just pull it back a bit, because we've got a bit too much there. So perfect length. So just got to run this down here and then pick up these 3 lights. So that's wired in now. So all this is getting plasterboarded, so you won't even see all this. So that's clipped along, and that's ready just to clip down the front of that through to outside. Same again, these 2 are ready to go through to there, and then the end of line, this one, that's just going to go through to the outside light there. So these lights were fairly easy to fire up because there was an existing light that we've just basically chopped and extended to the new lights. But if you want to find out how you do it from scratch, then you can click the card above my head. That's those cables through now, so we'll just get these drilled out for the fixing holes, and then what we're going to do is just wire these up. So you can see there, line to the left, earth and neutral. I'll just get a bit of sleeving on there, poke it through this entry hole here, and then if you look there, we'll just hang a screw. This just hooks on like that, and then we'll just put a screw in here, and then that should be all nicely secure up there. So that's your light fixed up now, so just a screw in the centre and a screw here, so that's looking great. So we just wired it up as well, so you've got line, earth and neutral in there, and they're nice and snug in there. So we're just going to do the next ones, so we'll get that fitted, and then there's just a final connection inside, and then it'll all work from that one switch. That's those 3 up, looking really nice. So they don't come with lamps, so the customer's just gone out to get some. We'll probably come back later on just to get some footage of this when it's a bit darker, but they're going to look really nice in the night. The customer's just come back with the light bulbs or the lamps, so that's just the covers to go on now, and then we'll do his final connection in there. Let's move on to doing the final connection now. So let's pop up here. So we've got this cable through there that you saw earlier. So just going to connect line to line, earth to earth and neutral to neutral. Nice and easy then, these Wagos. So you saw before we put them on these little Wago connections, focuses, there we go. So like I said before, that's your neutral in. Where's that Wago gone? There's one for earth knocking about somewhere. It's in my pocket. So let's get earth on. The earth for this one, and finally we've just got the line. There we go, so that's all in now, so you can see there, line, earth, neutral, they're all solid. So what we're going to do is bang this into this little junction box. So if we do this kind of thing here, should be able to clamp him in there. Yeah, that's clamped in. Get that clamped in, and then this should. There we go. Close nicely. Should just snap in. There we go. And there's this little pin that just drops in now just to secure it. There we go. That's solid now. Perfect. So let's pop that up there. It's a permanent connection because it's the Wagos. You couldn't do that with a connector strip because it's classed as a maintained joint connector strip if you've got that screw terminals, because they kind of clamp onto the the cable. It's classed as a maintenance-free joint. That's Bob's up there then, and then these outside lights should work. Alright, so just bob these on. So that's for that one. Obviously the power's back on now. Flip that switch on, and there your outside light's on. So you should get a nice little caster light coming down here. So I don't know what kind of brightness bulbs have kind of gone for that the customers bought, but we'll see what it looks like tonight. So a quick bit of tidying up, and them should be done down here. So as you can see, there's loads of little off cuts on the floor, so we'll get them swept up, and then we'll be done down here. Hey, we're back. So they're looking brilliant now. Not quite night time, but you can kind of see the effect that you get. So they're looking brilliant. So if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we're next uploading. As always, have a good one from me, and I'll see you on the next.